Greetings, conscript. So you want to know the basics of fighting like a true Imperial Guard? Well, look no further, for I'm here to teach you the absolute basics. The Imperial Guard is all about the rule of many. A single guardsman is helpless against the horrors of the 41st millennium. A group might have a fighting chance, but an army is a force to be reckoned with. Start off with either a guardsman or a conscript, but in this mod, I recommend you to create the conscript, for they are much cheaper and much faster to produce. But be warned, they die much faster. 2 conscripts and a single extra tech priest may suffice as your starter units. To expand your unit and support cap, you'll have to build more than one of these structures. One good thing about creating many barracks is that these structures can act like defensive structures. Say, your troops are in a pinch, garrison them inside and they'll have a fighting chance. The more units inside, the stronger they become. Don't forget to upgrade your units and use the scan effectively to gain an edge on your enemies. In the beginning of every match, you're always at a disadvantage. The Imperial Guard fights best late game, so it's your job to get there as soon as possible. Creating a barracks and upgrading the HQ to Tier 1 gives access to vehicles, the APC Chimera, and the Scout Sentinel from the get-go. Other vehicles need to be researched in order to be available, so be sure to get the one you needed the most ASAP. As for me, I always start with the artillery, where they provide much cover fire and infantry disruption against your foe. Tier 1 also gives your units more access to powerful special weapons. While the flamethrower may seem like a cool choice, it only helps when your enemy is easily demoralized and they act like headless groks. These weapons, the plasma, grenade launcher, long last, and stubber, provides you with many options to deal with multiple types of enemies.
Let me preach his name!
Your men may be well trained, but they are nothing without your officers. The Commissar provides the much needed discipline for your troops. They inspire and help them fight to the best of their abilities. They're one of the kindest folk you ever meet. And the Psyker, when you want your troops to see the unseeable and to deal near heretical warfuckery against the enemy. And the Priest, the Holy Priest, inspires your men and makes them invincible. Use these officers well and they may return you the favor of providing you an army of unstoppable meat shields. Oh, and there's the Vindicator Assassin, your dedicated sniper that can take down foes from afar. They're very effective for commanders, I think. The near late game where everything gets real. Take the Tier 2 upgrade and you'll have access to an even more advanced array of units and upgrades. Get the Leman Russ and get the Marauders. They're effective in mowing down infantries and taking down structures. The only difference is that Leman is multi-purpose. As long as you do not offend the machine spirit and have the permission of the tech priest, you may choose from a plethora of upgrades to help you in your situation. My favorites are the Vanquisher and the Incinerator, so don't be afraid to choose, just have fun. One tip for the near late game: do not be afraid to spend the lives of your troops, especially if you have a lot of resources to burn, but don't waste them either. Make sure their sacrifices are not in vain. This is it, conscript, the final stage of the war. Shit gets real here and all hands are in. Build that Mars pattern building and night production building. Grab that Baneblade or Shadow Sword, both of which are very powerful but with different purposes. Gain the favor of the machine god and have his knight serve you. Our night hero, our guiding sunlight, the Night Wife. Extremely powerful and extremely useful with upgrades that can help you in any situation you deem fit. Now, conscript, affix your bayonets, charge into the breach and roar in righteous fury. For the Emperor, Ave Imperator!